With these symbols, I'm pleased to present to you the Chairman of the Board, Mr. Ryan Kinney.
Thanks, Doug. I do want to say a couple words about Lauren before he leaves here. Lauren, thank you for the leadership that you've shown in this association and everything that you've done for me. He's led this association with a laser focus on our strategic plan, and you restructured our meetings to follow that plan, and everything that comes up in those meetings has to account to that plan. Keeps us focused on our goals, and it's eliminated any distractions that we could have had. His business acumen is clear. He's brought a lot of stuff from his company at Petticoat Schmidt that's made us a lot more efficient. And for a contractor like me to be able to work with a contractor like Lauren it's a really good opportunity for me. We perform most of the same services, but the scale and the market and the methods are drastically different just based on where we work and the size of our companies. So I appreciate all the insight that you've given me and everything that you've taught me. So I have a token of appreciation for you, Lauren, from me, for everything that you've done. So I wanted something that he'd use. So it's a whiskey decanter with the NUCA logo, with his name, labeling him as the chairman, 2021 to 2022. But I also want him to remember his accomplishments. So each of these glasses has one of those accomplishments on it. I've got one with the retention rate of 91.69%, and the other one of the growth rate of 9.32. So when you're sitting back having your angel's envy, you can think about it and always remember what you accomplished here. All right? I wanted to get up here and tell you all about me and everything, but Doug said I had like 4 or 5 minutes. So he also wanted me to talk about what I wanted to accomplish this year, so that's going to take a lot longer than 5 minutes. So I'm just going to cut to the chase on that. Obviously, though, this does mean a lot to me. NUCA means a lot to my business, to my family. We've been members for, I think, like 42, 43 years. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I don't take it lightly. This is a great time to lead NUCA. There's an energy like I haven't seen in this association before. I think everybody could feel it this week. We're experiencing growth like we haven't seen in decades. Our association is on solid footing because of the leaders that came before me. Much of the credit goes to our staff too, especially Doug and Chris, who built a team that I take pride in calling our staff. I don't have time to cover all the initiatives over the last 10 or 12 years, but I do want to talk about a few that helped shape my vision for the upcoming year. It was funny, Doug called me last summer and said I needed to start thinking about what I wanted NUCA to accomplish when I was the chairman. I thought Doug knew me better than that. I've actually been working on this for about 12 years. Everything that I've done in my experiences at NUCA has always revolved around membership growth in one way or another. The plan that I have for this year is based off of the experiences for that. And when most people think of membership growth, they just think of recruiting. While recruiting is an important part of growth, we also have to focus on our members that we have and those that have already made the investment in NUCA and make sure they understand the value of the membership and the benefits that we offer them so that they remain a member. My plan for this year focuses on a series of goals in the 3 critical areas of membership growth. It's membership engagement, membership engagement, membership retention, and membership recruiting. As I said, that's based on my experiences, so I want to share a couple of those experiences so you understand why I have it set up that way. I began serving on the board of directors in 2015. At that time, I think the total membership was a little under 1,500 people. And that really surprised me after being exposed to NUCA as a kid, I really thought it'd be higher than that. I'm a firm believer in the power of numbers, and I knew we needed to grow our numbers if we were going to grow our power. So I knew the membership growth is what I would focus on during my time on the board. I thought the easiest way to grow membership would be through the chapter formation committee. And we chartered a new chapter every year, and we were adding 40 or 50 new members, but we weren't growing as an association. We were still losing ground. So it was clear that we needed to improve our retention if we were going to grow this association. I had talked to some former members, and the one pattern always came up that they didn't see what was in it for them, themselves, personally at the membership level. They appreciated everything we did for the industry, but unfortunately a lot of the benefits we had were still going to benefit them whether they were members or not. We needed to add tangible benefits that our members could see a return on their investment at that membership level. This became an initiative on the 2016 strategic plan. We began working on what's known now as the NUCA Advantage program right away. That opened the door to other tangible benefits like NUCA Wins, a new focus on the damage prevention and claims avoidance program, and others. The goal really was simple. Having members engaged in NUCA programs ensured retention because they would see that return on investment and they would be familiar with NUCA and what it could offer them. But there was still one thing missing as of 3 years ago. We still had to define that process of recruiting. There was no set way that we attacked recruiting. So the 2019 strategic plan added an initiative for organizational growth and productivity. It read that we would increase chapter membership, review and enhance recruitment and retention policies, strategies, and tactics to support membership growth. It was clear that national wasn't going to be effective recruiting individual members, especially in the areas where we had chapters. And not all the chapters had the resources to provide the education to be able to recruit on a large scale, but national could. The most efficient way to recruit is for chapters to rely on national for benefits, resources, and education, and national to rely on those chapters to be the boots on the ground and give that personal attention that national couldn't. So for the three main areas, I'm going to start with member engagement. I really believe this is the most important one. These are in order of importance, at least to me, and I believe they are to NUCA too. We're going to promote NUCA benefits, especially tangible benefits that can easily show a return of investment several times the cost of the membership. Our goal is that every contractor will touch a NUCA benefit this year. Examples of these benefits are the NUCA Advantage insurance programs, the NUCA Advantage portal, NUCA Wins, the damage prevention and claims avoidance program, Train the Trainer, crew leader training, or several other of our discount programs. The second part of member engagement is promotion of NUCA events. Our goal is 18% of member companies attend a NUCA national event this year. And I think we're well on our way to that goal. This is a great showing here. I think it's a great start. Those events include National Convention, Washington Summit, Safety Directors Forum, and Chapter Leadership Conference. The second of those areas of membership growth is member retention. Member retention is easy. That's a result of member engagement. Our goal for member retention is 93%. Again, we hit 90% this year, and we haven't been educating our members as much as we're going to this year. We still have, I believe we had 11 chapters that hit that goal this year. The last part is membership recruiting. It's really kind of the obvious one. NUCA is investing in a series of educational sessions and webinars with an association recruiting expert to teach our members how to sell the value of our association and of your chapters. The first 3 of those sessions were this morning. I think they went over very well. New recruiting materials are being produced as a resource for our chapters and for our members. The first annual NUCA signing day will be held in May of 2022, and we have a goal of recruiting 100 new members. And then we will also hold a fall membership drive, and we're going to educate the recruiters in each chapter on how to sell that membership based on the tangible benefits and the return on investment specifically. And the last part of it, we're going to continue our record success with the chapter formation program, and especially the neighboring states and now the neighboring chapters strategies. Our goals for membership growth are 12% growth for all chapters and independent members. 9 chapters in 2 regions already exceeded that this year, so I know that it's feasible, especially with that increased education. 3 new chapters will be chartered in 2023. And my own personal goal, and I'm going to set out a little challenge to everybody in the room here tonight, we want to return 1 former chapter. We've returned two former chapters in 2 years. And all that we need is a personal contact within those former chapters to get me and Doug a seat at their board table. I think we have a really good pitch with what we offer for benefits now. I think that those former chapters will see the value in our association and being part of it. So I do need at least 1 or 2, maybe 3 people even to come up tonight and let me know that you'll help us with that effort. Now, the thing that makes this plan work comes from the 2019 strategic plan. It included an initiative for member and chapter engagement. That initiative reads that NUCA will build and maintain a strong collaborative relationship with its chapters and members and work together with them to strengthen and grow NUCA membership. These goals are the definition of that initiative. The responsibilities are assigned and the expectations are clear. Everybody needs to do their part, and together we'll do what we can't do alone, and that's really why we're here. That's why we're members of NUCA. I shared my experiences with recruiting because I want everyone to understand why I chose the series of goals rather than one big number for growth. I have talked to executive directors. I think everybody thinks that these goals are realistic. But I did figure out what these goals would come up to as a whole for NUCA, for membership growth. It's over 20%. I'm not coming out and I'm not asking for 20% because that number doesn't seem realistic. If I ask for 20%, I think that sets us up for failure. It sets us up for trying to get the quick members. We're going to do it right by educating everybody, getting them to use our benefits, and then they're going to stay. When we focus on engagement, retention, and then recruiting, we can sustain the growth, and we will continue that growth in the future. So focus on the series of goals, and we're going to be happy where we end up, not just this year, but down the road. I know I'm past my 5 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up. Last year was a great year for NUCA. Let's celebrate that tonight. That's really what this event's all about. But next year starts tomorrow. Let's start engaging our members in our benefits and our programs. Let's start educating our members on how to sell our association. Work these goals into your chapter goals for the year. And when it comes time for the drives, please do what you can to meet those goals. If we can meet all those goals, then we're going to have a real reason to celebrate in Las Vegas next year. Thank you for this opportunity. I really appreciate it. I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can accomplish this year. Thank you.